Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys are doing great and you're following sorting algorithm series. So this is the third video in the series, and here in this video we'll be discussing insertion sort algorithm. So it's very basic algorithm, and I would highly recommend that you guys first get familiar with bubble sort and selection sort. It'll be easy for you to understand this. Otherwise it's not related to them in any sort of way. You can directly learn this also. All right, so let's understand what in insertion sort we do. So, guys, you can visualize insertion sort in such a way that, like, when you play card games, right? When we play card games, right? So, basically, what sort of thing we do in that? Basically, we have some cards, right? And some cards are sorted and some are unsorted, right? So, let's say here you have some cards which are sorted. Sorted as in, like, first you have 10, then you have 9, then you have 8, something like that. And here are the unsorted pile of the cards. So what your task is that you have to take elements from this unsorted pile and you have to insert it in the sorted pile to the in the correct position. So this is what we do in insertion sort. Okay, so we have this array, right? You can imagine this array as cards. So we have some sorted pile of cards and some unsorted pile of cards. We will take one card at a time, like we will take one card at a time and we will insert it in the correct position in the sorted pile. Okay, this is what we will do. So let's quickly dry run. If you are not able to understand, don't worry. We will dry run once and you will better understand. You will better understand. So we have 5, 2, 4, 3 and 1. Okay. Let me quickly do the indexing here. So we have 0, we 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. All right. So now what we will do? Um, we will always in insertion sort, right? We will have some sorted elements and we will have some unsorted elements. Okay. And what our task is that to pick element from this unsorted and insert it in the correct position in the sorted. Okay. So initially, this is my sorted pile or sorted elements and this is my unsorted elements. Okay. So what I will do, right? I will be iterating. So again, we will iterate from I is equal to 0 till I till n. And here n is what? N is number of elements in the array. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 elements. So our n is 5. Okay. And the value of n will range from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This will be value of I. So initially, let's say our I value is 0. Okay. And this is our sorted pile and this is our unsorted pile. Okay. So we will not start iteration from I is equal to 0. We will start iteration from I is equal to 1. Why? Because this is the sorted pile. We already assume that obviously one element is always sorted, right? One element is always sorted. So we will take it as sorted, and the rest of the piles, like from I is equal to 1 to I is equal to n, the elements will be unsorted. Okay. So this is how we will be dividing our array. Okay. Now, what we will be doing is that this is our sorted, right? And this is our unsorted. So, we will take what we will do, right? We will start from here. We will start from here. Okay. This is our I element. This is our I. Okay, initially I. What we have to do is that, as I told you earlier, right? We will take element from the unsorted and we will insert it into the sorted elements. So, this is our unsorted element and we have to insert it into the sorted pile. Okay. So ideally this 2 should come before 5, right? If we have to sort it. So how we have to do that, how we will do that, we will take another variable j. Okay, we will take another variable j which will start from one index before I. That is j will start from I minus 1. So j initially will be 0 here because I is 1. Okay. So here your j value is this. Okay. Now basically your task is to find out the position. You have to find out J index. Basically you have to find index J wherein you can store your this element. Okay. So you will see that, okay, whatever is current element of J, that is ARR of J. Let me just write it here. Okay. Let me write it here. So what we have to do is we have to see that whether ARR of J, if it is, we have to just keep on shifting J, right? We will just keep on shifting J until and unless we find a position where this element, J element is, uh, until this ARR of J is greater than ARR of I. Okay. Until this is the case, we will keep on decrementing J. We will keep on decrementing J. And also we will keep on shifting the position, because we have to make space for the new element, right? So we will keep on shifting the position. So basically we will do ARR of J will be at ARR of J plus 1. Okay. So ARR of J will go to ARR of J plus 1. If you're not able to understand, don't worry. We will dry run it. It will better. You will understand better. Okay. Don't worry. So let me just quickly write it. This is 5. Okay. We have the partition. And here we have I and here we have J. Okay. So see what we will do. We will see that, okay, ARR of J is 5 and it is greater than ARR of I 2. So we will decrement J. So J was 0. Now J will become -1. Okay. Now since J have and also we will decrement J and 1 also. This is the first step, and also we will shift the J now, because this 2 position will become empty, right? And here we will just basically shift, because see, let's say here you have A, B and C and you have to insert D here. Okay, like after A you have to insert D. So obviously you will have to create the empty space for D, right? So you will shift C, B by 1 position to the right. Then here the empty space will be there. Okay, C, here C will come and then here will be, and then you can place this D here. Okay, so you have to make this empty space. So you will shift each element to the right by 1 position, okay? So that you can insert the ith element. So you will shift ARR of J to J plus 1. So 5 will get shifted to 2. So here what your array will become, just see guys, so this array will become something like this. Position will have 5 and this 2 will go, and this 5, 4, 3, 1, something like this will become. And once your J has become out of bound, because J is -1, so at ARR of J plus 1, right, you can place your whatever. So you can initially store your ARR of I in some key variable. ARR of I you can store in key, that is 2 will get stored, and then you can add this key in ARR of J plus 1. So ARR of J plus 1 will be what? -1 plus 1, 0. So ARR of 0, you will add key. So here ARR of 0, you will add key which is 2. So now your array will become what? Your array will become 2, 5, 4, 3 and 1. Okay. And your I, now you will start the next iteration. So I earlier was 1, now I will become 2. That means, what does that mean? See, that means your I is here. So this is now your sorted pile and this is your unsorted. Right. So I hope you understood how to do this insertion sort. Let's quickly see the next iteration. You will better understand. Okay. Let's see the next iteration. Okay. So now what we will do? We have, okay, 1 second. So 2 and 5. So here this is your sorted and this is your unsorted. Okay, this is your 4. All right. So here now I is at 2. J will be always I minus 1. Okay. J will be I minus 1, that is 1. J. So J will be here. Okay. J will be here. Now, what your task is that you will see whether ARR of J is greater than ARR of I. Yes. So you will, what you will do? You will decrement J. So J you will decrement, but before decrementing j, first step is you have to shift the position and then you have to decrement. Okay, second step is decrement j. So first you will shift this arr of j to arr of j plus 1. So here 5 will come. Okay, and then you will decrement j, so j will become 0. Now arr of this is j now. Okay, so here arr of j, which is 2. Also this 4, which was arr of I, right? You have stored this in key, which is 4. Okay, now arr of j, which is 2, is it greater than arr of I? Okay, or sorry, if it is greater than key, no, it's not, right? So ideally your key should come here. Okay, so in this case what you will do, you will stop the loop. So see guys, your loop will run until your arr of j is greater than, you can say here key. Okay, ideally key should be there. So first step is to store key. Okay, okay, so first you have to store key, then you have to run this loop until this is the case and j value is greater than 0. Okay, or equal to 0. Then third step is that you have to shift the positions and then decrement j. Okay, so here 2 is not greater than 4. All right, so here your loop will stop, and once your loop has stopped, what you will do, you will do this. So your key will get stored in the arr of j plus 1. J plus 1 is what? J is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. So arr of 1, you will store the key. Key is 4. So here you will store 4. So your array will become 2, 4. Here it was 5, 3 and 1. This is your final array. This is your final array. Don't worry if you are not able to get it. We will do next iteration. You will understand. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So earlier your I was 2. Now I will become 3. I will become 3. So I is here means this is the sorted and this is the unsorted. Okay. So first step is to store arr of I. What is this? To store the first step is store arr of I in a key. Okay. So your arr of I is what? 3. So you will store 3 in this key. Now second step is while, so j will be equal to I minus 1. Okay. While your j is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, and arr of j is greater than key, you will keep on shifting the elements to one step right. So you will be doing arr of j is equal to arr of j plus 1 and j minus minus. These are the steps. Okay, let's do that. So your 3. All right. So your key is 3. J is greater than, j will be what? J is I minus 1, right? So j will be 2. So here your j will be there. This is your j. So arr of j, which is 5, is greater than key, which is 3. Hence, you will shift the position. So here your 5 will come now and your j will decrement. So j will become 1. So j will now come here. Next step. Again, arr of j is 4 is greater than key, which is 3. So again you will shift this to here. So 4 will come here. Okay, this will get shifted, 4 will come here and you will decrement j. Okay, now again arr of j, j is greater than 0, right? And arr of j, which is arr of j is 0, that is 2, is greater than key, which is 3. No, hence we got the position, we have brought the position j at that position. Okay, where the next element we will be keeping the key. Okay, so now once you have completed the loop, the last step is to add arr of j plus 1, right? You have to store your key. This is the last step. So ARR of j plus 1, j is 0, 0 plus 1, which is 1, ARR of 1, you will keep the key which is 3. So here you will keep key 3. So now your final array will become what? 2, then 3, here it's 4, then 5, and then 1. 5 and 1. Okay, this is one iteration which is completed. I hope you understood this iteration. Now let's go forward, like I is equal to 4. I will become 4. So if you remember, I values will range from 0 to n. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and last is 4. Okay, this 4. So this is the last iteration. Okay, let's this better this I hope this by this iteration you are completely clear with the algorithm. Okay, so I is here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I is here means that this is the sorted and this is the unsorted. So j will come here. So this is the algorithm here, right? I'll just keep it here. So basically in the algorithm, what we have to do first we have to store the key value, ARR of I value, in a variable key. So key will be ARR of I is 1. So 1. Key is 1. Then we have to see whether ARR of j, which is 5, greater than the key or not. It's greater. So we will shift the position. We will shift. Here 5 will come and j will decrement. So j initially was 3, right? Now j will become 2. Okay, so j will be shifted here. Again, the loop will run. So ARR of j is what? 4 is greater than the key, which is 1. Yes. So we will shift the element. So here this will shift. So here we'll get 4. Okay. And j will also decrement. So j will become 1. J will come here. Okay. Now what will happen? Again the loop will run. So ARR of j is what? ARR of j is 3, which is greater than key, which is 1. Hence again you will shift here. So 3 will come and you will decrement j will become 0. So now j is here. Okay. Again loop will run. So it is while loop, right? So here now ARR of j is 2, which is greater than key. So again you will shift the this key, right? So here 2 will come and j will decrement to -1. Now j is not greater than or equal to 0, so your loop will stop. And once the loop has stopped, what is the step? To store the to store the key value in the ARR of j plus 1. So ARR of j plus 1, -1 plus 0, j is -1 plus 1. So ARR of this will become ARR of 0, and in that you have to store the key value, which is 1. So here at this position 1 will get stored. So now the final array will become 1, then this 2, then this 3, then this 4, and then this 5. So at last your entire array is sorted after all the iterations. I hope you understood this algorithm. It's not difficult algorithm, it's tricky algorithm. So let's quickly see all the steps which we have done. Okay. Let's quickly see the steps which we have done. So firstly, what we did was we started our I from 1 and it will go till n. Okay. At every iteration, right? At every I, we initialize j from I minus 1 and we store the key value. That is, key is the ARR of I value. Because when we will shift right, it will get overridden. So we have to store ARR of I in a key variable. Then the third step is we will run a while loop while j is greater than equal to 0 and ARR of j is greater than key. We will keep on shifting the j value to the right side by one position, okay, and decrement j. Once we have done that, at last we will be storing ARR of j plus 1. We will store our key in ARR of j plus 1 here. I hope you understood the algorithm. Let's quickly see the code once. So it's same as the algorithm which we discussed. We have this array and we call this insertion sort function. We start from I till go till the length of the array. Store the ARR of I in a key. Start j from I minus 1 and until the j is greater than 0 and ARR of j is greater than key. Same as ARR of j greater than key. We will keep on shifting and we will decrement j. And at last, once this while loop is completed, we will place the key at the correct position, that is j plus 1. I hope you understood this algorithm and the approach. Let's quickly see the time complexity of this algorithm. So the time complexity is O of n square in the worst case, okay, and space complexity is constant again because we are not using any extra data structure. So I hope you understood insertion sort algorithm. Dry run once yourself, you'll better understand. And if you found the video helpful, please like it, comment down if you have any doubts, and share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Bye.